Sigmund Freud once said, "The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious activities of the mind." Some dreams are a mere reflection of the events of the day, while others are more meaningful. Dreams are a manifestation of your subconscious. They usually occur during the rapid eye movement, REM stage of sleep, which can last between 7 to 20 minutes. Most of the REM dreams are not remembered upon awakening. The amygdala, the part of the brain associated with the survival and fight or flight response, theory suggests that it may be the brain's way of getting you ready to deal with a threat, since it's more active during sleep than while awake. But not to worry. The reason it's hard to run or punch something or someone in your sleep is because the brainstem sends out nerve signals during REM that help relax the muscles. However, there are times when too much chemical relaxants are transmitted to the muscles, causing the terrifying experience of sleep paralysis, where your mind wakes up in the middle of a dream, yet your body cannot move. This can be a frightening experience indeed. But what about dreams that seem to provide a vision for the future, a premonition? A premonition is a vision, a gut feeling, or another experience that grants you knowledge of things that haven't yet happened. Premonition dreams are more common than visions and other forms of premonitions because this is when your subconscious can reveal things that are hidden deep within the psyche. There are some astounding cases where people actually dreamt about things which happened to them later in the exact same ways they dreamed about. Oftentimes, these types of dreams can be difficult to remember since you don't usually realize that you've had one until the event actually happens. You could say they got a glimpse of the future, or it might have just been coincidence. Either way, this is some seriously interesting and bizarre phenomena known as premonitions. Some of the most famous premonition dreams include: many of the victims of 9/11 had dreams warning them about the catastrophe. Abraham Lincoln dreamt of his assassination. 19 verified precognitive dreams about the Titanic catastrophe. If you have a recurring dream, or if there are common elements in most of your dreams, your subconscious is definitely trying to tell you something. Premonition dreams often feel very real and will show you specific places, people, and events. Another type of premonition is where a spirit of a deceased loved one tells you about the future. Another dream phenomenon is that of shared dreams or mutual dreams. In the world of probability and statistics, with thousands of individual dream variables and factors, is it possible that two separate individuals could arrive at the same dream? Experts say that shared dreams are more common among people in close personal relationships, such as a spouse, parent or child, or sibling. Obviously, you're more likely to hear about unusual experiences involving two people if they see each other on a regular basis. The way in which two people typically discover that they shared a dream is that one person begins sharing the dream without knowing that the other person had the same one until the other person jumps in and finishes it. And usually, the two people involved do not agree with absolutely every detail about their dreams, but there are enough shared elements in their dreams for it to be considered a shared dream. So what does this imply for the science of dreams? Assuming that brains produce dreams, we must assume that the two brains involved were in the appropriate brain states to produce identical content in two people, meaning the two individuals must have been in identical brain states and that these identical states produce the same cognitive content. But this is not always the case for all shared dreams, given the huge plasticity and variability in brain physiologies across individuals, for even the brains of twins are vastly dissimilar. Still, it's fascinating to delve deep into the world of dreams, for visions are formed in dreams, and sometimes manifest into reality. So if sleep is for resting the brain, then why do we even dream? Experts say dreams may be ways of confronting emotional dramas in life. And because our brains operate at a much higher emotional level while asleep than when we're awake, we might end up making connections regarding feelings that we wouldn't otherwise make when conscious. But dreams are meant to provide an escape for the mind. Dreaming could serve as a muse to help facilitate our creative tendencies, where artists of all kinds, all levels, credit their dreams with inspiring some of their most creative work. Surely you've awakened at some point with a great idea for a movie or a song, but without the filter of logic you might normally use your waking life that can restrict your creative flow. Thoughts and ideas have no restrictions while asleep. And sometimes we use dreams as a way in which to help us remember certain events. One theory is that dreams help you store important memories and things you've learned. They get rid of unimportant memories and sort through complicated thoughts and feelings. So if you learn new information and sleep on it, then based on this theory, you should be able to recall it better than if asked to remember that information without the benefit of sleep. Hence the saying, "Let me sleep on it." Regardless of any perspective you might have on dreams, it's absolutely hard to deny the subject's remarkable fascination. For dreams are what comforts us when a loved one dies, or inspires us to create things to be the best of ourselves. Dreams are huge motivators in the quest for success in life, and they sometimes serve as warnings for pending danger. Some people keep a dream journal and record their dreams upon awakening when the memory of them is still fresh. It's interesting to look back on these dreams and see what stage of life you were in when these dreams occurred. There are some people who live in a dream world, and there are some who face reality. And then there are those who turn one into the other. Douglas H. Everett. Ultimately, dreams serve as an escape from the worries of life and can bring us into an otherworldly existence we may not have discovered or ventured into on our own.